how do you know what the ending will be when you write your books?
You know
That's an
what?
interesting
Sometimes
question.
that is, and I will say that it's different for every book. So the way I like to think about writing a book is sort of like taking a trip. I know I'm going to start in Chicago and I'm going to go to Los Angeles. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I know where I'm starting. I usually know that I'm going to end up in Los Angeles. And I know a few of the big cities I'm going to meet along the way. And in a book, that means I know where I'm starting. I know some things that will definitely happen. But then when I start writing it, sometimes the driving is like, woo, oh, and so the journey of it sometimes will change where I end up at the end. So I don't always know. And sometimes I have no clue where it's going to go, where it's going to end. And it's like getting in the car and just driving and seeing where you end up. So it differs book to book.
And do you ever write an ending that you then change completely to a totally different ending?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, sometimes I'll start a book and I think I know exactly what it's about. And then the
Mm,
more I dig in and get to know the characters,
yeah.
they tell me, like, no, that's not what
Mm,
this book is about. And then I have to follow what they want to do. So I
yeah.
become more like a reporter, writing down
Yeah.
what I see these characters or imagine them to do. And that's kind
But
of the
do
best.
you, at times though, do you sort of fight with that a little bit and think,
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
want the ending to be this, I want it to be this, and then but the character is saying, but no, my ending is different, and so you have
Yeah,
to kind of let your ending go, and you embrace the new idea for an ending.
exactly. Yes, I do exactly. Because when I don't do that and I try to say, no, this is the ending, it
Yeah,
doesn't ring true. And then when you
yeah,
read it, you're like, that's
yeah,
not satisfying. That doesn't,
yeah.
does that happen with you with illustrations?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I get this initial idea in my mind of what I'm going to draw, and that's become so sort of fixed in my head that when I start drawing it and it's not quite working, and I know it's not working, but still sort of go push through and think, I've got to, it is this, I've got to make it work. And then something will change, or I'll see something and I'll think, it should, I think it should be that. I think
Wow.
it, and it's sort of like, and it's hard to let go of it at times because you become so fixed in your mind that this is
Yeah.
the way that this picture should look, and then you have to sort of step away from it and then say, no, the picture is telling me it needs to look a different way. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
It is. You know what I've learned to do, and this has helped me get through because I always have to do that. It's like change something, and I've written something that I think is the most perfect set of words ever written. What I do is I say, okay, I'm going to just take it out of what I'm doing now and just put it over here. I'm just going to
Yes.
put it in this drawer for a minute, and I'll just try
Yes.
the other thing, and
Yes.
then we'll see what happens. And then
Yes.
it always happens that that's the right way to go. So kids,
Yeah.
that's the way that when you're doing something, you get kind of stuck or you think, oh, I don't want to change it. You don't have to throw it away. Just set it
Yeah.
aside for a minute and see, give yourself
Yeah.
a chance to try something else. And
Yeah.
then you'll
Sometimes just looking at something different, just going away for an hour or so and then coming back helps you reframe it in your mind and think about it differently.